Hey, good afternoon. Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. For the daily check-in. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is Wednesday or hump day. So hope you guys are doing well. Well, you didn't think I was gonna do it today? Didn't you see all the notifications that I would do it? I mean, I'm serious about this. 5 days of Russell of Hotels. So, and many of you know I've already been doing the 5 days, but doesn't stop me from talking about it and promoting it to people that may not know that's what I do. It's not for the people, when you're posting things and doing content creating, it's not for the people that already know you or follow you or connected with you. It's the people that are not following you or connected to you. That's who it's for, right? So there you go. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Wednesday to you. Today is Wednesday, July 10th. Let me just make sure I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be live on. There we go. We're live on LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. Let me make sure the comments are open, just in case there's somebody out there that wants to make a comment or two. I do appreciate that. But we're not going to be real, long today. It's going to be brief, unless people make comments. If people make comments, then of course I go as long as that, as I need to. But normally the daily check-ins go about between 15 and 20 minutes. Sometimes they hit about 30 minutes. But today's going to be a quick one, right? It's going to be a quick one. It's going to be a good topic. It's something, well, I'll tell you what it is in a minute. But before we get to that point, my blog, okay? Let me just make sure you guys know about the blog. So feel free to go to my website, russellofhotels.com. For the blog, I have information on, did you see my top hotels for, I think it was 9 hotels for the greater Los Angeles area. Check that out. That's on the blog. Also, what was the other stuff? I mean, there's information on CVBs, why you use CVBs, why you should use a CVB. I mean, there's a lot of information. The hotels that I did a site inspection in Georgia or Atlanta area. Those are on there as well. So for the most part, it's pretty caught up. So make sure you go to the blog, russellhotels.com, scroll to the blog section, and that information is there, as well as what I'm going to talk about today. And it has to do with hotels versus Airbnbs, right? I know everybody's a big fan of Airbnb. I'm not the biggest fan of Airbnb. I'll just let you know that right now. I've used Airbnbs before, don't get me wrong, and they worked out fine. But the horror stories that I hear about how hosts can just, do whatever they want to do, I don't like that, right? I don't like that, and there's no recourse for that. They just continue to be hosts. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad, they continue to be hosts. So I don't like that. I don't like that. But that's okay. Some people do, and but today I'm gonna talk about that, right? I'm gonna talk a little bit about hotels versus Airbnb. Which should you choose? Oh, that's a loaded question right there, right? That's a loaded question. What should you choose, right? Okay. Well, anyway, I got like 5 things on hotels, 5 things on Airbnb. So it's gonna be pretty consistent, right? So it's not like I'm taking anyone's side. Although I told you up front, I'm not a big fan of Airbnb, but that doesn't stop me from having a discussion or talking about the pros and cons of each, right? So there you go. And then, and like I said, I've used Airbnb before, and the reason I don't like it is basically how the host has too much power to do what they want to do, and there's no check and balance. There's no corporate like saying, hey, we're gonna, suspend you for this, suspend you for that. You can't do that. They don't take them out. I mean, sometimes on the extreme cases, but what is really extreme? I mean, if a hotel did some of these things, the people will be terminated. You know what I mean? But they're not going to terminate a host anyway. So I mean, like I said, I have my own hangups about it, and I'm not going to get into all that. But let's get through it. So hotels, consistent quality and service. Okay, well, back up. Before I even get to that point. Hotels versus Airbnb. What should you choose when choosing or when planning your next trip? Deciding between a hotel or an Airbnb can be challenging. Both options have their own set of advantages and cater to different preferences and needs. Here's a brief comparison to help you make an informed decision. So the decision's up to you, right? Number one, consistent quality and service. Hotels maintain high standards for cleanliness, most of them do, safety and service. Professional management ensures a hassle-free stay with staff available 24/7 to assist with my needs. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing hotels have over Airbnb. Number two, comprehensive amenities. Enjoy a range of amenities such as pools, gyms, spas, business centers, and on-site dining options. Room service and daily housekeeping add to the convenience. Now, the only thing here is the daily housekeeping. Look for those things to change, meaning look for you to be getting charged if you want daily housekeeping. You want them to come in and make your bed, change your linen, all that stuff. That's going to start coming at an added cost. Some hotels are already doing it. Most have not. But believe me, that's another revenue source for hotels, right? So that's going to start happening. If you have not experienced it, just hold on to your hat. You will experience it very shortly. So right now, even right now, the last several hotels I stayed in, they only clean your room one time. They may refresh towels, they may change your trash, but that's on request. It's not like they're automatically going in there to do that, right? So, things have changed since COVID. A lot of things have changed. People don't want other people in their rooms when they're not there, and that's kind of what fueled that. But like I said, look for, if you want your room to be, serviced every day, look for an additional charge coming to a hotel. Enhanced security. Hotels invest in security measures like surveillance cameras, secure key card access, on-site security personnel, providing peace of mind. Yeah, that's true. A lot of hotels do have security there that are monitoring things, or cameras that are monitoring things. I see some cameras and things in some of these Airbnbs too, but I think that can kind of be illegal. That's kind of invasion of privacy when they do certain things in these Airbnbs. So those are things you got to look out for when you're in an Airbnb. Should this camera be in this bedroom while I'm trying to go to sleep? Those are the things that you need to look out for. Prime locations and hotels. Hotels are often situated in central areas close to major attractions, business districts, and transportation hubs, making it easier to explore the destination. That's true. Number five, customer loyalty programs. You're not getting no points. Many hotels offer loyalty programs that reward repeat guests with points, discounts, and exclusive perks, adding value to your stay. So this is all about hotels, right? So hotels, you get your points, which can go to, free stays and all that kind of stuff. So what about Airbnbs? Let's throw the Airbnbs in there. So this is hotels versus Airbnb. What should you choose? Now, everybody knows that they're going to choose whatever they choose, but I just want to make sure we all know what the differences are, because some people don't. Some people never use the Airbnb. Some people are on the fence, like, what, I always want to use an Airbnb, but I just haven't. Or maybe some people, they use Airbnb all the time. They say, well, I always want to use a hotel, but I haven't yet. So these are pros and cons for both. Okay, so now we're on Airbnb. Number one, unique and diverse accommodations. Airbnb offers a wide range of properties, from apartments and houses to unique stays like tree houses and villas, providing a more local and personalized experience. Yeah, I stayed in, the last one was several years ago. It was in Scottsdale, Arizona. It had a pool, pool, spa, pool table, ping pong. It was like 6 rooms. It was like 6 bedrooms, a living room, dining room, a gourmet kitchen. This thing was off the chain. It was very nice. It was very, very nice. So I have nothing but good things to say about that particular place. Okay, I'll leave this stuff to the end. Number 2, cost effectiveness. Often more budget friendly, especially for longer stays or larger groups. Airbnb can offer significant savings compared to hotels. Yes, because we were staying there for almost a week, and we had several people coming in from out of town and things like that. So if everyone had to get a hotel room, it definitely would have been more costly. So because we had like 6 bedrooms, we had people coming from out of state, and they were able to everybody was comfortable. And if I'm not mistaken, almost every bedroom had its own bathroom. So I would say out of 4, probably it was 6 bedrooms. 4 of the bedrooms had their own bathroom, which was very good. What's the next one? Space and privacy. Airbnb properties usually provide more space, including full kitchens. Yes, this one had a great full gourmet kitchen and living areas, which can be ideal for families for a longer stay. Definitely, it was great. Only thing I didn't like is I had to cook. You know what I mean? I don't like going on vacation and having to cook. Okay, so that's my own thing. That's my own hang up. Number 4, self-catering facility. Full kitchens allow you to prepare your own meals. Yeah, you can feed the masses if you want to. And access to laundry facilities can be a great convenience. Yeah, but there's a lot of hotels that are coming online now that have full laundry facility as well as kitchens. Have you thought about the what's the downtown property called? Omni, Oni downtown. They have that as well. Um, so some hotels are having that. Some of the longer term stay hotels have that as well, but they don't compare to Airbnb. They definitely don't compare to some of the places I've seen with Airbnb. Number 5, flexible check-in and check-out. Now that's debatable, but many hosts offer flexible check-in and check-out times. Many hosts do, not all of them. So it's not across the board. It's up to that individual host, accommodating your travel schedule. Some do, some don't. But it'd be good if you knew that ahead of time. Sometimes what's printed on the website is different than when you get to the Airbnb itself. They have their own notes and all of these instructions and things like that when you get there. Okay, checkout time is this. Make sure this is done. Make sure you clean this. Make sure you clean that. Hotels, you just get out and you just get out of there, right? So that can be a difference as well. Conclusion: while hotels offer consistent quality, comprehensive amenities, enhanced security, and convenient locations, Airbnb provides unique accommodations, potential cost savings, more space, and flexibility. Your choice depends on what you value most in your travel experience. Whether you prefer the reliable comfort of a hotel or the personalized touch of an Airbnb, both options have something to offer. Make your choice based on your specific needs and preferences to ensure a memorable and enjoyable stay. So yeah, so it's all about what you're looking for, the cost effectiveness. Oh, that makes a big difference. Privacy, darn sure makes a big difference. But remember, with Airbnb, there's curfews and things like that. You just can't be partying all night, depending on where it's located. It's located in the city location. I remember the one in Scottsdale, you had to shut it down by, I want to say 9:30, 10 o'clock. I mean, you couldn't have anybody out in the pool making a bunch of noise and things like that because it was in a residential area, right? So if it's in the middle of the desert, then maybe it's a little bit more lax. But it was definitely nice. It was definitely a great experience. But a lot of hosts have more power to do things than you realize. One thing that they can do, and maybe I'll talk about this more tomorrow, some of the things that you need to look out for. I mean, the host can almost make up things as they go along. They can cancel your reservation the same day. Can you do that in the hotel? I don't think so. But I mean, those are things that can happen, right? Say I have this reservation today, and I'm going to be there about 5 o'clock. They can call me right now and say, hey, we're not going to honor your reservation, and there's no recourse. That's it, right? You got to, your SOL. They're going to pay me back my money. I mean, sometimes they don't even have to pay back your money, your deposit and all that stuff. Maybe it's a percentage or something like that. But those are some of the horror stories that I've heard. So just make sure you check the fine print and you know exactly what you're, going to get from this Airbnb, and rightfully so. And then also on the other hand, hotels too. Make sure you know before you do that prepaid reservation that you know what you're getting. Or maybe you're not doing the prepaid. Maybe you're doing the other option, the flexible option. Make sure you know what you're doing, or make sure you know what you're getting. When you can cancel without, being charged. All those things are important. So it doesn't matter if you're utilizing an Airbnb or a hotel. They both have, rules and regulations that you have to abide by. So just make sure you read everything on the website and then go from there. So There you go. But I had to talk about Airbnb. I just had to. Tuesdays, remember On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show comes on every Tuesday. It was just on yesterday. So make sure you go to LinkedIn, YouTube, or even Facebook because the replay is on Facebook as well. You can see what my last topic was, what I talked about, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you go back tomorrow. Go back tomorrow. Go back today. Go back. You can go right now if you want to and check out yesterday's show number 261. Yeah, 261 shows. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Oh, yeah. So On Air with Russell Hotels every Tuesday, 1 o'clock PST. And then, of course, the daily check-in is Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so 5 days of Russell Hotels. Everybody's been asking for it, so now I've given it to you, right? So there you go. Any questions at all, feel free to call me or email me. My email is right there, russell@russellofhotels.com. You can go to my website, which is russellofhotels.com. My phone number is there. So if you want to pick up the phone and call me instead of emailing me, I welcome that as well. People do it all the time. In fact, I just got off the phone with somebody asking me questions. I'm a resource, right? So I just got off the phone someone asked questions about groups, booking groups in the certain areas, what to look for, how to find this business and all that kind of stuff. So I'm an open book when it comes to certain things. So feel free to reach out in touch. And if I have an answer for you, I'll give it to you. If I don't have an answer, I will find it and I will give it to you from there. But that is it. Like I said, these daily check-ins don't have to be that long. We're at 17 minutes, right? Boom. I said between 15 and 30. No, I said 15 to 20. So I'm right there, right? So anyway, any questions at all, feel free. Once again, go to my website, russellofhotels.com. My phone number is there. My blog is there. Anything about Russell of Hotels, how I got started, everything that I do is there. Okay, so I'm an open book. So it's not like I'm hiding, oh no, I don't want people to know what I do. No, it's there. All right, so that is it. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow because it's Thursday and I do, 5 days a week. You'll see 5 days a week with Russell of Hotels. So until tomorrow, you guys have a great day. And as always,